Hello, hello. Welcome back to Math Made Possible. I believe I can. I'm your current teacher, Miss Howard, and today we're going to be using the Illustrative Math curriculum to go over Unit 1, Lesson 5. We're going to be describing side lengths and finding the volume. Now, for this video, we're only going to be doing the summary of the lesson. Uh, we have two activities in the lesson that you're going to be doing group work with cards. So the final portion of that lesson for today is going to be something similar to this, where we're going to be taking a look at this image and then we're going to be answering the question. So let's get right into it. This is the base of a rectangular prism that has a height of 5 cubes. So we're going to underline the important detail here. Has a height of 5 cubes. Okay, and let's go down here. It says these are the answers to the questions about the prism. Read each answer and determine what question it is answering about the prism. Now remember, a prism is a three-dimensional figure. And as you can see, this is two-dimensional. Okay, so this is basically saying if I were to draw a three-dimensional prism, it would look just like this. Well, not just like this because I'm doing my best, but something similar to this, right? This is what we've been working on in class. So if we see here that the height of the prism is 5, if we look at our units here, we have 1, 2, 3 right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. So that would mean this must belong to this area down here. Okay? Because it says the height is 5, and we know height goes up and down. Let's get right into the questions. 3 is the answer. What is the question? 1, 2, 3. All right, well, we talked about this must be the area of the base. And so since this is the area of the base, I might have to type this again. We know that the area of the base is going to be length times width. So that's 3 right here. So the question here would be, what is the length? What is our next one? It says 5 is the answer. Well, we already saw that up here. It says our prism has a height of 5 cubes. So we'll go ahead and write that question. What is the height? Our next one says 3 times 4 equals 12. We already started talking about that when we talked about A. 3, this would be known as our length. And let me see if I can write on top of this. And so we're going to type, all right, let's do it again. So we're going to type 3 times 4, that equals 12, because we have 3 right here and we see 4. Let's change our color. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would mean this would be our width. 3 times 4 equals 12. We can also write it as 4 times 3. It all depends on how you see it. Both ways are correct because guess what? They both give you 12. Okay? And we've done activities in the class where you remember we can turn our cube in different ways. And it all depends on which way you're looking at it that you will determine what dimension would be for that side. So our question down here would be, what is the area of the base? Let me redo that one. What is the area of the base? So that was our question up here. Now this says 12 times 5 equals 60. Well, we know that the height is 5. We know that the area down here that is going to equal 12. And so our height would be 5. I like to remind you all that think about it like when you go to the get your physical and they take your height, they are measuring you going up and down, right? So we have 12 times 5 equals 60. That would be called area of the base times height. That's what we just did. Let's put that in a proper question. What is the area of the base times height? I wish I could make this expand. Maybe I could just delete it. I'll delete it and type it again. I'll put it down here. What is the area of the base times height? So when you're doing these questions for your exit ticket, please make sure you're taking a look at the portion of what the number is that they're asking you for and what does that represent. So as you again, when we go here, 3 is the answer, 3 is the length, 5 is the height, and then our other number would be 4, so that would make it a width. And then when we multiply our 3 times 4, that give us the area of the base, and then we take our area of the base times the height, that would give us our volume. All right, next one. 3 by 4 by 5 is the answer. What is the question? Well, the question would be pretty simple. Hold on, let's go back and do that again. Sorry, I'm covering up the bottom. What are the dimensions of the prism? If you want to keep it simple, you could also say, what are the measurements for the sides? Your teacher will also accept that. All right. I hope that helped you understand a little bit better. If you don't, please go back and watch the video one more time. But that is it for today. Let me go ahead and exit my drawing. All right. If you still need help with how to find the volume, I did create a free handout for you that is going to be attached in the description. Just go ahead and click on it and use that as your study guide to help you find ways to find volume. Also, parents, if there are any parents watching the videos, if you would like your child to have more real world practice with money, fractions, multiplication, or time, I did create a 4-week 4-week journal for the students to be able to do one problem a day that will keep their mind sharp and be able to see math in the real world. I do thank you so much for watching. Again, if you still have questions, please take the time to watch different videos. I'm not perfect. I do the best that I can. But you can also receive the information from any other teacher or any other person that are doing videos. There is a full video if you search Illustrative Math Grade 5 Unit 1 Lesson 5. I love her videos. It is longer, but that's okay. Watch it so that you can understand it and pass your test. You can also search other videos, such as finding the volume of a prism. And parents, if you would like your child to have any other practice with real world uh, information, please go ahead and check out my resources that can be found on my Teachers Pay Teachers page under Simone Howard. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you like this video. Please just go ahead and like it. That would really help out our channel. I appreciate you guys' time, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.